We're excited to welcome Ray Ellin. Ray is a comedian and the executive producer of Comedy Central's new show this week at the Comedy Cellar. It was the first bar I ever went to when I was 19. Let's watch a clip from the trailer.
Comedy Cellar, how you feeling?
I really laugh the hardest at comics that address the truth.
Colin Kaepernick is hot. I'll take 2 knees for that guy.
Well, hello.
Hey.
Welcome.
Nice to see you, Diana.
Nice to see you.
First of all, I have to change my Tinder profile now. I have to get rid of that picture of me with the elephant, and I guess I got to hide my abs.
Now you know. You got some honest feedback.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Do you know that back in 2007, you were one of my first MySpace friends?
Is that right?
Yeah, well, you don't care, but to me, it was a big deal.
You know what? I remember having the MySpace account, but I didn't. I don't think I did that. I just didn't. I don't think I did much with it. I don't know. But is that right?
Really? We were MySpace friends.
Wow.
Which means that we're really besties, and we
That's
just
right.
lost touch.
Totally.
Good to see you, old pal.
We've known each other 11 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Good to see you.
I know.
You look the same. You haven't changed.
I haven't changed. Nor have you.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Thanks.
So tell us about this week at the Comedy Cellar.
It's a great new show. It premiered 3 weeks ago. On Comedy Central. It's Friday nights at 11 o'clock. You can watch it tonight at 11. And basically, it's a topical stand-up show where all these amazing comedians, everyone who works at the Comedy Cellar, the world-famous Comedy Cellar down on McDougal Street here in New York, talking about whatever's going on in the world. So it's pop culture, it's politics, it's sports, it's everything. But it's material that was filmed the same week at the club. And the comedians, they're outstanding. It's everybody you've seen on, The Daily Show and their own specials on Comedy Central and a million other networks. And they're all, it's a half-hour show, and you'll see, at least 20 different comedians talking about a whole range of topics. It's really funny.
How did you make this show come to fruition? Because you're the EP of it.
Yeah, it was a long time. It took a long time. The idea originally came up 3 years ago. I was sitting with the owner of the club, and Noam Dworman, and we were talking, and the process took forever because, it's like you start working on something and people get sidetracked, and then either the production company gets sidetracked or the owner of the club gets busy with something. So we kept it moving ahead, and I produced a sizzle reel, and then it was shopped around to different networks, and then Comedy Central ordered a pilot, and then the pilot did well. The pilot tested really well. I think it was like their highest testing pilot in 5 years, something like that. I don't remember the number. We actually just...
You're just so you know.
It's great. We finished
People
editing.
love us.
I'm a little fried. We finished editing tonight's episode at 7 this morning.
Oh.
So I'm a little out of it. But anyway, so then back in April, they announced in, I guess it was Deadline or Hollywood Reporter or one of the trades that they picked it up, and I was like, oh, this is great. So tonight is episode 3 of season 1, and it's been great. I mean, the views, the TV ratings have been terrific. The online sharing has been amazing. So it's been really good. You should come down and hang out and watch a taping.
I would love to. That'd be awesome. I actually went to the Comedy Cellar when I said 19. I did not drink. Let's be clear. I did not drink. I was young, but I did not drink. And it's such a cool place. And I remember the first time I saw Colin Quinn, and he just popped in, and I was like, that's the guy from SNL, and oh my God, how cool. But if you go to the actual Comedy Cellar, if you visit Manhattan, you will see the people you watch on TV. It's a real thing.
It's a real deal.
So can you tell people who've never heard of it or know about it why it's so iconic?
Sure. It's really it's arguably you get the best comedians, the best famous comedians show up there. So you have Ray Romano and Aziz Ansari and Amy Schumer and Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld. They will just pop in like the way you just described. And the comedians who aren't famous, you have some that you've seen on TV. I mean, when I say famous, I'm talking about superstars. But when you see somebody who's been on a lot of TV shows, are there on a nightly basis working on their material. And the people, even the ones that are just sort of starting out that just passed at the club are also really good. So you're seeing sort of the next big stars, and it's anything goes. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want. There's no restrictions. It's a nightclub. It's a New York City nightclub. So it has an intimate vibe. The comics are great. It's you could say in the Comedy Cellar is sort of the most important comedy club in America right now, just by the stuff that's being created, the material that's being created, and what things are talking about.
So as an aspiring comedian, that's where you want to go. You want to get your break and get to perform there.
Yes. I've had a lot of comedians ask me about performing at the Cellar, and I always tell them that should be the last club that you audition at. Because when you first move to New York, if you're just starting out, you don't want the booker to see you at the beginning of your career. You want to wait till you're ready, and you really want to, because if someone watches you perform and it doesn't go well, it's a lasting impression. So that's sort of the thing. In fact, when I got past there, it was totally by accident. I'd been in New York for several years. I was walking by the Cellar one night, and Wanda Sykes was standing outside, and she said, "Hey Ray, what's up?" I go, "Hey Wanda, how you doing?" She said, "Well, do you want to go on?" I go, "No, I'm not past here. I don't work here." She goes, no, I'll get you on. So it was a Saturday night, and Wanda got me this impromptu audition. It was super kind of her.
Yeah.
And I went on at like 1 a.m. on a Saturday. I followed Dave Attell, which was so nerve-wracking. It's every once in a while you get a little nervous energy, but this was like legitimately like ugh.
And you did great.
It went great, and it's just one of those things.
It's funny you mentioned David Tell. He heckled me at the Comedy Cellar.
Did he really?
Yes, and I was trying to remember the name of the comic who heckled me because I had to go to the bathroom because I have a small bladder. And I learned my lesson. Don't stand up during David Tell's show.
Well, definitely, Dave would say something. I probably would say something too, maybe, but depending how close you were to the stage. But
it wasn't on purpose. I'm sorry. 10 years later. You talk about celebrities that pop in, and Louis C.K., he got a lot of press for just popping into the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Will he be appearing in any upcoming episodes?
I don't think so. I mean, anything's possible, but I think that Louis is sort of laying low, and he's performing live. And the thing is, to be fair, Louis been appearing at lots of clubs in New York, not just the Cellar. He's been making the rounds, and I don't think he wants to do any TV right now. He's just showing up and just getting on stage and talking about whatever he wants to talk about. So it's so I don't think that would happen, but I do think you'll be seeing some really big names on the show pretty soon. Because we've gotten some great feedback. I was shocked, like just because we're hanging out at the Cellar. Just, after a show, just having a drink or whatever, and a big star will come over and say, "Oh, hey, I never watched stand-up on TV, but I really love the show." I'm like, "Oh, that's great."
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing.
Hopefully more seasons to come. I'm excited to see this one, and I will definitely come down and check it out.
That would be great.
I would love it. Thank you so much, Ray.
Thanks for having me, Diana.
Yeah, and let's become maybe like Facebook friends. But what are the kids doing now? Snapchat?
I guess we could be we could be snap buddies. What kind of snaps are you going to send me, Diana?
What's wrong with this guy? No, I'm just kidding.
I have to change my Tinder profile.
Anyway,
Thanks for having me. Watch tonight, 11 p.m. Comedy Central, this week at the Comedy Cellar.
Watch it.
Tune in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.